Oh, hey there, and welcome, one-handed, to the Ope-Eh Three-Way Pro Wrestling Podcast. On this, our episode 93, we are, as always, still a part of the Main Event Wrestling Network. Great group of fellas over there. Speaking of a great group of fellas, right here, this guy, Brandon, as always, joined by my good bud. On this side, no, Pierce. The heat's fucking with me, Pierce. It's too hot today. How are you holding up?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. But it's a big week, man. First and foremost,
Speaking of heat,
Donnie and Marta, happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to you.
This one's for you, eh?
We miss you both. And I will see both of you in 2 weeks because they are real people, Pluggo and Wells Mania. Get over yourselves. Wells, I know you're a heel now. So because you're not such a nice guy right now, right here, buddy. Right here. Anyway,
I say we shoot him a virtual invite.
America
Get him right
250 in this week. That's huge. The UFC had their UFC Freedom 250 fights at the White House, which was an insane thing that happened. But then, every fight was great. Like, an American underdog beat a Spaniard that was undefeated. And that's shit that makes you feel hyped up to be an American, because the American media, and I don't want to get too far deep, but just there's so much shit going on that it makes you feel kind of like shitty to be an American. But then something like that happens, and then it's America 250, and you're like,
pop it off. Right. You get the flyover. Your hand just kind of starts doing this.
Like that one picture of that guy in the hurricane with the long hair blown back.
Yeah, just.
That.
I'm aiming for that right now.
Makes you feel.
Yeah.
And I got
that.
Yeah,
brother.
But 4 shows, 4 really good shows, maybe even great shows. The title of this episode is 4 great shows, because I do truly believe that it was 4 great shows across the board.
Yeah.
We'll get into it in a little bit. We'll start chronologically. Start with Night of Champions. Quick hit Slammiversary. We're gonna talk it. You're gonna talk it. I'm gonna give you like 1 second.
I'll hold you to that.
That happened.
It sure did. Something happened.
And then we'll go to Great American Bash, and then finally end with AEW, New Japan, Stardom, and I guess Ring of Honor and CMLL.
And CMLL.
Forbidden Door, which I don't know how I'd rank those, but I think we are genuinely saving the best for last, because AEW has been on a string of heaters, and I don't want to consistently buy shows, but I feel like I just am right now. Like, it's that damn good.
Dude, I'm even reaching into my wallet for an AEW show. I normally be pirating
Prime
shit,
credit card is definitely doing some work, and I'm getting those points. I'm getting most of them half off, which is nice, but like might have to splurge for some my AEW since I got the VPN. So
I mean, hey, when in Rome, Well, technically you're not in Rome. You're stealing their internet, but
but hey, VPN's for. Before we get into that, we got to talk about the past.
You think you know me?
Man, that's a good beer. On this day, 1991, this is one of the coolest things in history of wrestling. Jim Herd had become president of WCW and told Ric Flair, who was getting paid $700,000 a year. I did the inflation calculator. That'd be just about $2 million now. And said, we're going to make you drop the WCW title. We're going to pay you half. You're going to shave your head and you're going to come out and become Spartacus. And Ric Flair said, no. And so they fired him and stripped him of the title. And back then, for the NWA, there was a $25,000 deposit that the champions had on the belt for the physical belt. Gold. This is big gold at this time again.
Actual big gold.
Because of that, Ric Flair called Vince McMahon and said, hey, they're not giving me back my deposit. How about I come on your show with big gold? And then he walked out a couple weeks later with Bobby Heenan and had big gold on WWF television before big gold was even on WWE television.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Imagine making Ric Flair. That is a very 1991 thing to do. That is very coded. It's like, oh yeah, well, let's take something great and fuck it, you know.
I don't know. Why don't we make you Spartacus? That'll get you over. No, that would
Kids
kill
these days
Ric
love
Flair.
cartoons. Good lord.
We'll jump ahead to 2002 episode of Raw. Jeff Hardy would make himself famous against The Undertaker in a ladder match.
I seen that one. I was seeing that live. That was a great fucking match. That was the one where it's like, I'm so surprised it took him so long to actually win the fucking belt after that. But 6 years?
They didn't trust him. He left. He came back, and it didn't matter how over he was. They didn't care until he was undeniable. 2008, Jeff Hardy. That's the most over superstar I've ever seen, besides maybe 2014 Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. But
and then 2020, there was a double taping for NXT for their Great American Bash. We're going to talk about the main event where Keith Lee would end the record-setting reign of Adam Cole's. Baby, boom. NXT Championship. He held it for, I think, 403 days, maybe a little longer than that. And Keith Lee was also the North American champion at the time. He's the only person to hold those championships simultaneously. And I just want to say I miss both Keith Lee and Adam Cole.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't run that program together. Maybe. In a different universe, man. Like, Bearcats and Bebes as a fucking managerial team. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, Keith Lee had so much promise. You can't, dude. He was fucking in the Rumble with Lesnar, and everybody knew like that was going to be something special. Even except Brock, like
because of the way he looked, and it didn't matter the way he looked. When you have that much physical charisma and you're that good in ring, and people just gravitate towards you.
Everybody knew it.
You just have to take care of it. But speaking of somebody like that, we're going to talk about Night of Champions. Happened in Riyadh. Sure. It was Saturday, midday for us. In the opener, Ope-Eh would defeat Jey Uso in about 8 minutes to win the King of the Ring tournament. I thought this match was very good. Ope was the correct winner. I would have liked to see what would have happened if Jey won. Me and Donnie definitely made you believe Jey won.
Yeah, you fucking rib me when I'm in class and I'm trying to pay attention to bit of foundations of counseling psych, and then I'm just getting this message with you guys being like,
I was pretending, and Donnie was Owen, so you got ribbed pretty bad. But I mean, yeah, the match was good. But like it really, I don't want to word this without making it sound bad, but I think it would have made more sense to have Seth win the King of the Ring now, because the main events of SummerSlam are. So Ope came out on Monday to say he had a choice, and Brock came back and said, "Talk shit, get hit," kicked him in the dick, F5, and Ope said, "Let's settle it, SummerSlam." And Brock said, "I accept, as long as it's Hell in a Cell."
One condition.
And look, if they're not gonna strap up Ope at SummerSlam, that's about as good as a consolation prize. They could say he's foregone the title shot. It's in his back pocket in my eyes. Like,
well, it always would be, right? Like it's Ope-Eh. Like he's, like we said, he's an undeniable force. My thing with the King of the Ring is I like, things like that, and it's already hard enough because you have all that shit as far as like guaranteed title shots that are already getting pushed into the back half of the year with Money in the Bank now in October. Then you got the Rumble preceding that. Are they all just going to converge at WrestleMania? Like, because Ope could keep it. I mean, there's no saying when he has to cash in this title shot.
I don't think that would make sense. Like, it would just
it'd be funny.
It would make every other show completely fucking meaningless besides WrestleMania then. And them putting the title shots on the King of the Ring, I think, is like really awesome, and it made sense. But doing it this way and having him just say, "I'd rather face Brock," which I understand, that's a built-in story. That third match now in Hell in a Cell is even bigger than it already was. but it just, I don't see the point in building up Oba for the title shot and then having him go title. I get it. That makes sense in character. Titles will be there. That makes sense for him. He can go for any title he wants at this point. But like, it just leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
Well, for the fact that they teased the crowd maybe a couple weeks prior where he's running over the champions, he's like, I could face Cody, ooh, or I could face the OTC. And then people are losing their ever-loving shit because they know that's the fucking blockbuster match. Now, I get it. Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar, and it's Minnesota, and this is probably his like actual final match. I get that. That said, I feel they could have gotten away with, given how they've been booking Oba-Femi, I feel like they could have done a double duty, and they could have made it work in story. They could have sacrificed a night 2 SummerSlam main event. They could have made it good. They could have made things believable at points. But if, say, like we were talking about, even with Hell in a Cell as a variable, if Brock and Oba happened, Oba beats Brock, Brock makes sure he's barely walking out of that fucking ring night 1, they could have still done night 2, in my estimation. They could have made Oba still... Oba is a fucking dynamo, right? He could have still put in a strong performance against Roman Reigns. The bloodline will have been there, right? Who's to say if you got Zilla or Solo or any of these other guys, if say Jacob and the Usos don't work, right?
Get too deep into it.
I'm just saying.
I understand your point. I also understand the point of saying Oba's not ready. I believe he is, but like, it just don't put the title shot at the end of the tournament if you're just going to have the winner say "fuck it."
It's not that important, right? Yeah, like I just put all these guys down who could have merited from a title shot at SummerSlam.
The consolation world title match we're getting at SummerSlam is probably what was planned to be the main event of WrestleMania this year. So I think that's an okay consolation prize, especially because it's a story. And somebody looked it up. Seth's won 5, Roman's won 4, and there was a draw. And I think all of Roman's wins in these matches have all been by like bullshit means.
Yeah.
Seth has beaten him clean consistently. So so in my eyes, Roman has not beaten Seth. He just hasn't.
Right.
So you have to give Roman that win. And they're doing it. They're at the end of their careers, like it or not. They've been in the WWE for 14 plus years now. So
right. It's hard to think. It's just, for me, it's like Seth and Roman, yes, you could have put that on any given card. And that's why, like I was talking to you fellas in this chat, I was like, Survivor Series may have been it. That would have been a good one. It would have been a couple months away. And I get it. When we're talking about world title contenders for Roman Reigns, for SummerSlam, there's not really a lot of other guys
There's 2. They could have gone the interesting route and had LA Knight win the tournament.
Yeah.
And then have LA Knight face him. But or just have Seth win outright if the plan was Seth all along. I get the Oba win. I'm okay with it. That's a good crowning achievement, pun intended. But I just got dumb. Io Sky defeats Liv Morgan, 15 minutes, and then immediately says, "I'll see you at SummerSlam, Liv." The match is good. We expect it to be good. It's Io Sky. It's Liv Morgan.
Yes.
Liv should not have been in the tournament. That's all I really have to say about it.
No, right. It seemed like such a big wash. Like they could have literally done that at SummerSlam anyways without having to. And even the tournament itself, and I've been critical of that. Like there were a lot of women on the roster. Like you got Ivy Niles, you got like, I don't know, man. Like the tournaments were kind of rough this year. I thought they were both kind of rough. The fact that Liv was in the tournament at all when you could have substituted her with any number, like Jordan Grace. Well, actually, Jordan might have a project, but I feel like no,
it would have been a Raw superstar, so you could have put in an Ivy Nile, and then
there's a lot of ways you could have configured it. Really,
put her with Raquel, and then have Raquel run the gauntlet and go Raquel Io as the finals. I think that would have made more sense. I
think it would have been a lot more compelling as a story type of thing, like especially when you have these chinks in the armor of the Judgment Day.
I say this as somebody who loves Danhausen. As soon as Danhausen came out, we already were pretty much at a foregone conclusion of Liv losing this match because it would have just been stupid if she won.
Right.
If she gets cursed, guaranteed loss. That's just. But I do like that Danhausen is moving away from the Miz and Kit Wilson, even though I like them being just zombies. I think it's hilarious. And moving into a feud with the Judgment Day, because we're at the point where the Judgment Day is probably going to fracture by SummerSlam. So
I'd say so. Well, and Danhausen just needs the reps with like the higher rung talent. Like he's already proven his worth in the company. We've sung his praises. We'll continue to sing his praises all the live long day, or else we're going to be, one of those.
do you want me to do it?
Oh, do you want to do it?
Sing his praises. Otherwise, we will be, cursed.
Yes, that one. Dude. I think they could have even done something with the WWE Women's Championship. I feel like we're just kind of waiting for the Band-Aid to be ripped on that situation. How badly she's hurt and what they're going to do with the title. I don't know, man. Like it's just, again, a lot of things they could have done.
Seth Rollins defeats Braun Breaker in a steel cage match, 19 minutes. Yeah, it was a good match. I would have preferred the Braun win. I understand the Seth win, especially because after Monday, it seems like the vision is done. Yes. I guess we got to see Paul with Braun because Paul doesn't want anything to do with Austin Theory like a normal person. I saw your video, Brandon. I don't know why you would do that. I know he's your boy, but like you picked one of the worst themes to do for your series. I mean, I wasn't intending it for it to sound pleasant. If that's any consolation. That's usually people's, how they feel. It's not pleasant when they're around Austin Theory. So,
well, I like
Austin Theory. He's dead in the water. He's been dead in the water for 2 years. Longer.
Well, it's interesting that they'll bring up the fact that he's having a shit time on commentary, and it could go one of two ways, right? Like something's got to give. Either they let him go, they let him try and swim the canal a little bit. Or they're trying to set up and we were talking about it, like who's to say what happens next week because the dog is going to be loose.
He's going to kill him.
That seems to be the direction they're going with it. And he posts all these videos of him on Insta and X and all this others where he's like engaging with fans and kids and he's like posting all this, inspirational shit. Everybody is saying it. Like he just needs to be a fucking face. He's run his whole career damn near in the WWE being some variant of like a heel. And nothing about it screams heel to me. Like the edge is phony, the fucking, the style that he wrestles is like a face. Like the social media presence is very much like a face. He just has the look and aesthetic of a face. So it's like, why not just go, it's like a Paul Heyman, ironically enough, a Paul Heyman philosophy. Like, we got to work on the strengths. We got to push those up and hide the weaknesses. But I feel like with Theory, man, and I gave the benefit of the doubt to the vision and Theory in it, but I feel like it's really kind of done the opposite of and ironically, Heyman as, the oracle of the group, I feel like it's really done the opposite of Bill to Theory's strength. And maybe that's part of the plan.
It's put a magnifying glass on his weaknesses and made him look entirely useless the entire time.
Which, I mean, maybe can cause someone to appreciate his strengths once they're put under the magnifying glass. Maybe that's what they're trying to go with. But that's hard, too, because Braun Breaker, you can make a guy a face against Braun Breaker, but a lot of people really fucking like Braun Breaker. Face, heel, whatever the fuck. He's a badass, man. And it's hard to build a face and make him strong against a heel that you don't really want to boo. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens.
Williams defeated Ricky Saints in about 10 minutes. Match was fine. Right winner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good show for Ricky. Obviously not going to be his last match against Trick. I feel like they're probably going to run something back at or around SummerSlam. Probably involving Bello to some degree.
I would like the triple threat for what it's worth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's the direction they go. I think that's the direction to go. But yeah, man. It's very NXT coded at the same time, but this is where these guys were always meant to be. Right? We've talked about the potential of Ricky Saints on the main roster when he was killing down in NXT for the brief time he was there.
Thing is he just the crowd doesn't connect with him, and I don't understand it. The dude can go in ring. He has charisma in spades. Great entrance theme for what it's worth. Like everything that you would want, and he can cut a really good promo, but people just don't gravitate towards him, which is odd.
Well, he looks like a multiverse Dwayne to me, and people have said that about him his whole career. Even now, like he wears like the fancy gimmicks. He wears, there's nothing about the way he talks that really makes it scream Dwayne, but like there's just like an aura and an aesthetic about him that makes him seem like The Rock was definitely his favorite wrestler growing up, and so.
I don't know. I get that point of view, but you can tell Ricky is a completely different wrestler.
Oh yeah, he absolutely is. He's night and day, but it's just the complete package. Like it just seems like there's some dissonance in there. Something's not quite clicking, but
it's them filthy casuals.
Yeah, probably.
Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill to retain the U.S. championship. Match was fine. I don't know. I thought it was okay. That's all I really got.
Yeah.
Like, with too much interference for my liking. I understand they did that to protect Jade and to protect Tiffany, but it was also just, and I know they're going towards Jade and Charlotte, which is the correct direction, because Jade will need that win to build herself back up, and then Charlotte can put over a younger talent.
Yup.
But I don't know. Ever since Tiffany Stratton's gotten back, it's like something's been missing. You know what I mean?
She's not quite clicked the way she had when she first, like from when she debuted up until I want to say she lost her title, like, or maybe even slightly before. Like, yeah, it's weird because like looking at her promos and like her in-ring style and everything like that, but I feel like, I don't know, her look is kind of dime a dozen though too. I feel like her character is not all that unique.
It doesn't seem like there's a character. It's that it's the opposite of Theory. She's a face that's parading. She's a heel that's parading around. That should be that is a face. Like,
yes,
I think she needs to turn on Chelsea and soon, and then have that organic double turn, because even though Chelsea, I think, is in the face camp at this point, you have to fully put her in that, and then that's your SummerSlam match. Yeah, I think, it'd be nice to see Chelsea not hover around the women's US. I get that she wanted to make it prestigious. I get that's effectively her baby. But it's one of those critiques I've had about the women's US title picture. It's not very deep. The pool's not very deep. Oh, goodness gracious, control yourself. I'm glad that Tiffany Stratton walked out as champion still. I was really scared they were going to make Jade just squash her just because, and then just put, another belt on Jade for her to do all that. And, but not to say that she doesn't earn a belt. Like, she's great and getting better in ring. I won't say great. I don't know. I don't like, the match was fine, but nobody came out of it looking great. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they don't. I feel as though Tiff and Jade do not have the best in-ring chemistry.
Turn my AC back on. I turned it on so it wasn't so loud in here, and now it jumped up 5 degrees already.
Oh, fuck all that. Gotta take a little
emergency break. On the background noise, but it's 97 degrees outside right now, so
yeah, it's not a fun time. I mean, I get out in the pool. That's a fun time. Maybe I'll do that after.
And speaking of a fun time, I can't believe I'm saying this fucking sentence. The main event was Cody Rhodes defending against Gunther and Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn is the world WWE champion.
Yeah. To literally.
I think it was one of those moments, because it was in open air. I'm pretty sure that's an open air stadium, right?
Yeah.
And when something is so loud in an open air stadium, sometimes the sound can just escape. So because you go back and listen to it, there is a pop. It's maybe not as big as you thought, but I've never, besides Cody winning at 40, I don't think I've gotten closer to happy tears. And I've cried a few times at wrestling events. I'm not ashamed to say that, but I never thought it would happen. He was
I don't think anyone did.
Guy. He was always Triple H's guy, and even after Triple H took over, it just seemed like maybe he'd be the one guy that didn't get it. And then Sami Zayn is the WWE champion. Like, it made me feel 2014 NXT, our evolution. When he finally
those are the days.
Neville and won the NXT title.
That was a great reign too.
It's just
Neville's reign, not Sammy's.
Sammy's reign was good for what it was. It wasn't long. It didn't need to be long. I think he's going to have a Darby Allin-esque title reign. There's spoilers of what match is going to happen next week at Raw. He should not lose then. I just want to throw that out there.
No, I'm not going to read no spoilers. I'm trying to. I have my thoughts on spoilers these days.
But like, it's Sami Zayn. Like, the last real good guy character has been nothing but phenomenal, which is what you can say about Sami Zayn, is that he's phenomenal. He's great in everything he does. And then he finally wins the fucking big one. Like, if you don't like that he's the champion, that's too fucking bad, because this is the most deserved WWE Championship win. I know Cody deserved it quite a lot, but it's the most deserved since Kofi. And I say that without hyperbole.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, well, Drew, I think we could argue for Drew as well. Maybe not quite to the same tier as Kofi, but definitely within that grouping, I'd say. Especially with all the BS Drew had to go through leading up to his previous title reign. But I mean, in terms of Sammy, like, we've been watching him. You know, I was one of those who kind of knew him from Elgin, you know, assumably, since we're gonna play the lucha lore here, El Generico, presumably there's this guy looks just like him. Like, there's no way he comes up to the ranks of NXT.
Ran an orphanage in Mexico.
And here's this guy.
Sami Zayn was one of those orphans.
And Sami Zayn just happens to be the same age as Kevin Owens, who came up with this El Generico in the Indies, tagged and everything. There's pictures of them together before AI where they happen to be champions. And then here's this guy with the exact same facial structure, the same beard, same body, everything but this part, the dome, right? And we're just going to, you know, say that this Sami Zayn guy started his career in NXT. And for 10 years, we watched him just rise up the ranks. Nobody would have thought it. But here we sit with our beers, toasting Sami Zayn, even though he probably wouldn't like that because he's, you know, got his proclivities against alcohol, I'm sure. But yeah, man, what a ride. It almost it's very well deserved, but it's one of those things where, again, like kind of like with Cody at 40, like you wish there was a little bit more to it, but it's a very nice surprise. Will it be a long reign? Probably similar to his NXT reign, not likely. But I hope that
his NXT reign was only about 2 months. I don't expect this to go past SummerSlam. Who beats him at SummerSlam? I don't know.
Dude, if I read one more fucking rumor, one more post on social media about Brock, like the fucking, speaking of Kofi, Sammy doing a fucking open challenge after just winning this belt, and then Brock comes and just snatches it off his ass so he can defend it against Ope-Eh at Hell in a Cell. Like, that to me is just so fucking convoluted, and
there's better options.
A lot better options.
For right now, let's just be happy. Sami Zayn won the WWE Championship.
Sure did.
And off the back of that, I'm giving Night of Champions a 7. I thought it was one of the better shows this year so far. And the main event just made me happy. And I mean, in wrestling, what more could you really want than just being happy because somebody that you thought would never do it finally did it?
Right. Give them their moment. Give them his moment. I'll echo that. And the only reason I'd give it a 7 as opposed to like a 6 would have been Sammy. Strictly Sammy. Otherwise,
I think the show was strong as a whole, but like when you have two matches that I'm glad they were on the card, but generally mean nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And
in hindsight too, right? Like, I mean, the thing of it is like, you know, with the tournaments and stuff, like standing in and of itself, I was so fucking elated to find out that Ope actually beat Jay and didn't go exactly like how you and Donnie had, you know, so meanly told me when I was sitting in class.
It's all love, brother. You know that.
Damn it. It got me. I was physically perturbed.
I can't believe you took the bait because it sounded like major bullshit.
I could have believed major bullshit. I was fully expecting some major bullshit with that. But I mean, I'm glad it went the way it was. I'm sorry the way it turned out. But yeah, I will say I give it a 7.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Slammiversary. I didn't watch this show. I'm sure you did. I
caught bits and pieces.
I'm gonna say the matches and then give a 1-sentence thought. Elena Black defeats Indy Hartwell and Mara Sade. Sure.
Yeah, about what you expect.
Ricky Sosa defeats Eric Young. Eric Young now has left TNA as of today, July 1st. So wherever
Canada
he goes,
Day. Canada Day.
But my thoughts.
DNA of TNA.
Bang, bang. Sosa.
Yeah,
bang,
he's next up in TNA. Yeah. If rumors are true about one of the guys in this next match, I think he's a strong shoe-in to fill the void.
Cedric Alexander, I think I saw the finish of this match and I thought it was stupid. Cedric Alexander defeated Amazing Red, Fabian Eichner, Frankie Kazarian, Casey Navarro, Leon Slater, and Mr. Elegance in an Ultimate X match.
Local boy.
To retain the X Division Championship. Ultimate X matches are cool. Finish looked kind of stupid because technically I think Leon would have won, but then Cedric
same was true last year too. Yeah, there was 2 fucky finishes in a row for Ultimate X.
But Amazing Red going into the TNA Hall of Fame is well deserved and
absolutely
absolute legend.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Best of luck to, I presume, Leon Slater. There's been no official word on if this is his last, but I mean, you have WWE and AEW who are, I'm sure, just counterbidding each other for him.
As long as he can keep his theme, I'm good.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
I love what is the song's name? 4 Raws.
Yeah, sounds right.
By SD Kid.
Elijah
defeated AJ Francis, and if he had lost, Francis would have owned his life, basically. Sure. Shout out to the boy AJ Francis.
Yeah, apparently one of the hotter acts in TNA right now as far as ratings go.
Dude's fucking great.
I mean, he's made a turnaround. I will say that. Like, he's putting himself through the fucking ringer. You should see some of the spots he takes in like ladder matches and stuff. Like, just whenever there's weapons involved, AJ Francis is getting his shit pushed, and it looks fucking terrible. It looks terrible for him. Looks great to me. Looks great to people who hate the fact that he's a heel and plays it out. But I mean, this is a very unique match. I'm glad Elijah took it because I think there's a lot that they're probably gonna have to do with Elijah that would not, benefit him losing. But yeah, definitely gonna step up in the heavyweight picture here very soon. So kudos.
Demon X Bunny, Rosemary and Alley defeated the Elegance brand, Heather by Elegance and M by Elegance, to win the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. Good for them.
Yeah, it's fine. Way to bring Alley back in the fold.
In an open challenge, it was actually answered by 2 people. Mustafa Ali would retain the International Championship by defeating Rich Swann and joining TNA, Uhaa Nation. Who, if you don't know that, number 1, you don't know ball. And number 2, you're probably younger. That's Apollo Crews. That was his original indie name. His last name is Uhaa. Yeah, fucking Uhaa Nation's back. That rules.
Perfect fit for the fucking company. I'll say that. It was funny too because this actually was like the reason there's 2 of them is because you have Daria and you have Santino, both who are kind of like in dueling roles for power in TNA. So you have Daria has her pick, which ended up being Rick Swann, and then Santino ended up picking Uhaa Nation, bringing him in. Uhaa Nation. I've said it for a long time. Like, he got into WWE, which is great, but he's a TNA coded guy through and through. Big buff flippy man. Doesn't have to be great on the stick, but like he goes in the ring and he can win any title they want to put on him. And I think they'll probably be seeing that pretty soon. So Mustafa Ali's a great international champion too. I do want to put that out there. He deserves his fucking flowers. He's put so much work in, and he's improved so much. Yeah, he's fucking incredible. I hope he has a very long reign.
Moose defeated Eddie Edwards in a no surrender match.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it was fun.
Yeah. Moose, you got to keep building him. I mean, Moose is kind of the face of the franchise at this point. Like, it doesn't matter if he wins titles or not. You got Moose doing Moose things, like not surrendering Moose things.
Zaya Brookside defeated Lei Ying to win the Knockouts World Championship. Good for Zaya. Very good for Zaya.
Yeah, very, very good for Zaya. Very long time coming. And I think it was the right person to win off of too. Like they needed to build Zaya. They needed to get people invested in this, and given the fact that she betrayed Lei Ying, now a 2-time TNA Knockouts champion, I think this couldn't have been better for Zaya. So long may she reign.
Delete. The Broken Hardys defeated the System, the Righteous, and the Great Hands in a ladder match to win the TNA World Tag Team Championships back. Looked like fun. Jeff did his Spot Monkey addiction, but why are they not putting the titles on the Righteous?
I don't know, dude. That's the axe they should be getting 110% behind right now, and especially after they've already beaten the Hardys in the Wicked Garden match. The Great Hands would have been a great choice to win too. They've been very solid as a team, understated.
Like Jason Hodge.
Jason Hodge is good shit.
I also put them off first.
You're number one, Pierce. But it was the Broken Hardys. This is their fifth. For the record, this is their fifth tying most overall for TNA Tag Team title wins, along with Beer Money Inc., the Wolves. I think that's it. Beer Money Inc. and the Wolves, and then now the Hardys all have 5. So, yep.
Nick Nemeth would defeat Mike Santana for the TNA World Championship. Sounds like Mike Santana is gone from the company.
Done.
So
he's done.
I assume he'll be NXT bound. Probably should go to the main roster realistically, but they're a bit top heavy right now. So, But if you're not going to have Mike Santana be there, good second choice, Nick Nemeth. Dude has been amazing forever.
Yeah, I mean he's done really well for TNA and within TNA. It was a really good match actually. Like I couldn't knock it because while I hate that TNA is losing another guy who they kind of built to a bigger company, and that's what it is. And people are trying to talk about how it's comparing like indie film sets to like Hollywood, or it's comparing the minors to the majors. Like you can't fault someone for leaving and not wanting to represent a brand, right? I don't know, man. It's kind of like, mom and pop shop compared to like Walmart in a sense to me, right? Like, yeah, Walmart's got everything you need, but sometimes the mom and pop shops have just that 1 or 2 things that characterizes them. It makes them just a bit better, and people who know about them kind of have that gem. But like, I get it. People need to feed their families, and people want to, it's power, it's money and glory. That's what it's all about in being a pro wrestler, right? Like, so if Santana's WWE bound, which I presume he is, then good on him. I can't fault him for leaving. That said, it's kind of sad knowing that like TNA is at a point now, and probably it's been at a point where you're not going to get really like any franchise guys, like guys built within and for the brand that are going to stick with it, in spite of, whoever comes calling, whichever con comes calling, right? So,
if you were to rate the show, I don't really watch TNA, so I don't feel.
Again, I caught more highlights than anything. Just for the sake of, the action, and which is always, understated. I'd give it like a 6.5 perhaps. Because just some things like, again, good on Cedric, good on Mustafa, good on Moose, good on Nick, in spite of losing Mike, but yeah, they've had better Slammiversaries. This one's pretty good. That's about all I'll say about it.
Tony D'Angelo retained against Naraku. We're going to Great American Bash. Why? Why? Naraku, it showed like maybe he was liked in New Japan, but New Japan was more known for wrestling, and Naraku, while a good wrestler, was more about the substance and the spice of wrestling. So he fits right in, and he's somebody that could. The brand needs somebody to put the title and the brand on their back for the future. And for right now, that guy is Naraku. This is a sausage Tony D'Angelo. There's no Gabagool. There's no mob. It's just he's there, and he's like, it's nothing. Like match was fine, but that pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't know what they're still trying to do with Tony in NXT. He's been there 5 years, thereabouts. I don't know what else, and especially in beating a guy like Naraku with one eye. Yeah, that's the craziest thing to think about. And they're talking about, I thought I read something saying they're considering putting Grayson back in NXT for a season. Like, you're going to have Grayson and Tony being there. Grayson leaves, fucks off, is at WrestleMania as tag champs, runs with the New Day, all this stuff, and then comes back. And here's fucking Tony still. Like, what are we doing?
Just don't get it. I don't know. Match is fine, but fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, it'll be all right. I hate to say it'll be all right, but it'll be all right. Like, you've got a lot of guys. They still need to build a bit in, like, the male portion of NXT. Like, you don't want to just give it to Naraku, because then, like, when Tony leaves, then who do you got left? Mason Rook.
Fathers. That's who they need to put the title on.
That seems like such a predictable sequence, though. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, here's the two new guys. Better have them.
He's bad. What does he do, Brandon?
Well, he cuts his mullet, and then he, body slams the dads on it, I suppose. Well, I didn't hear of him body slamming any dads as Father's Day, so his credibility already comes into question.
No.
That should have been on socials.
All right.
That should have been on socials immediately.
Let's go to the next match.
Before we get too deep
Daria defeated Tatum Paxley. What a fucking match. This was
that
was a match.
Yep.
Great chemistry.
Definitely.
Great match. Yep. Great pacing. Right winner. What a match. What a match.
Yeah. Yep. It's definitely something that both of them needed. Something that, Zarya needed to add legitimacy to her title reign and to continue to separate her from the Sol Ruka saga. And it's something that Tatum definitely needed, especially when we're considering where she might be ending up here in the next little bit, especially since some of her friends are deciding they want to go crazy as well. So I think this was a great showcase also for, like, the women's North American title picture in NXT, which I hope that starts to fill up as well. I mean, you got a lot of gals in Evolve who are doing shit right now. Like, I mean, they got I don't know what they're doing with Natty's little stable there with, Nikita Lyons and Carmen Petrovich, but I feel like that would be kind of a solid counter to what we got with Zarya right now. We'll see. But yeah, good match for Zarya, great match for Tatum. So
these next two matches, I think we should kind of just move quick through. Shiloh Hill defeated Tristan Angels. It's fun. It was weird.
Yeah,
that was it.
I mean, it's Shiloh kind of, spreading his wings a little bit more, continuing to evolve within the NXT brand. So, as he's supposed to. So, great for everybody involved. Tristan's a great guy to play off of for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Ren Sinclair is still a speed champion. She defeated Ariana Grace. It happened.
Yes, it did. She's still a champ.
Saquon Sugars defeated Dion Lennox by pinfall. I didn't watch this match. I like that theme a lot, genuinely.
Oh, you do?
Because
I
here's the
guess,
thing,
yeah.
it's like
Someone
it's
has to.
hip hop coded. It's got that, like that producer tag right there, and I think that fits his character very well. I understand that people may not get that, and maybe didn't really understand that part of it, but like I liked it. I think it works well for that character.
It sounded very SoundCloudy to me. I don't
That's
know.
I think
Or
that's
like,
the point though. But
maybe it grows on me. We'll see.
I didn't get a chance to watch this match because there was a different match on a different show that needed my full attention 100%. So, Brandon,
Mhm. I mean, Saquon Sugar showed the fuck out, and I mean, they've been talking all this time, and Saquon already showed it within Dark State, right? That he was like the indie wrestler amongst collegiate athletes. But he really got to fucking ball against Dion Lennox, and Dion took all that offense. Ultimately, took the L, but I mean, of course, Dark State runs in right after the fact and spoils the moment for Saquon. Doesn't even give him a second to breathe. Like, as soon as the fucking hand hits the three, they were just right there. And as you'd expect. So this clearly is not going anywhere between Saquon and Dark State. Interesting that he pins the leader clean right away, but he still has to deal with Cutler and Osiris. But I mean, hopefully it'll be good for everybody involved. It'll be very good for Saquon. Saquon is a fucking gold mine. Um, he's just got the it factor, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him as a champion of some sort by the end of the year. Um, yeah, all in all, I think it did what it needed to do. So
Miles Bourne defeated Tavion Heights to retain the North American Championship. The match was fine. It just
fine.
I don't get Miles. Like, I like Miles, very nice guy. We met him, but like Tavion just has it, and it seemed
He
like
does.
a good time to switch title. But
Well,
man, from the look of yesterday on NXT, it doesn't seem like this is over. It seems like maybe Tavion's got a little edge coming to him.
oh yeah.
But I don't know. I think it would have been better to either A, have a heel turn on either side here, or B, switch title, or C, both.
Well, and if it leads to a series between the two of these guys, like we've had a lot of good things come from like longer programs. Like, I mean, when you consider like Trick Mellow Gang, right? Like, it benefited both men. I feel like when you talk about what is it about Miles Bourne that really, I mean, right now he's effectively like white meat, inspirational babyface who's hella athletic, Mr. Vaquer, all that other stuff that people on the internet know him for, right? But like, I feel like this is where, because you have, and even they showed this like before the match, how Tavion and Miles are still like, they're still like this, right? Like, that's why Tavion didn't jump him after the match, being a spoil sport while he's doing his post match interview or what have you. It's all meant to build both men and send them farther, to kind of polarize them a bit in the face heel spectrum, and really to, I think, draw a lot more out than what we see right now. So this was a good start. I mean, standalone, but I mean, you knew this wasn't going to be. These guys have too much history. They're too talented, and NXT, frankly, with as much cleaning out as they've done, needs like strong programs to get people invested. And
I agree.
Tavion and Miles have been around for a bit, and they have their own unique charisma. They're both extremely talented. They both got bright futures ahead of them. So let's just see where this goes. So
Kendall Gray has done it. She defeated Lola Vice and
my
is
girl.
NXT Women's Champion. At the beginning of the year, we had our Who's Up Next episode with our boy Najee. Shout out to Najee. Miss you, bro. I gotta text you soon. I said that the only option to put the title on this year to bring this brand into the future was Kendall Gray. And you guys kind of both looked at me like I was a little crazy because we thought it was going to be Sol Ruca. But I expected Sol to be called up post-Mania. That made sense to me. She was ready. Kendall Gray is still a work in progress, but there is a reason that she went from Evolve to NXT so quickly. And is now the NXT champion now. It's because she's that damn good. And she showed that that was Lola's best match I've ever seen her in, bar none. Not that she's had bad matches; she's very good in rings, but this was far and away the best match she's ever had. And they cooked, and they had themselves a barn burner, and Kendall Gray won the title. And it's
rocking that classic Kurt Angle singlet too. Did you catch that?
She did. 2000 Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. I was very happy. I mean, and it's one of those things we talked about, people who don't really have that prolific a chemistry in the ring earlier on, but like Kendall and Lola, they have a spark. I feel like just given their backgrounds and just given just what they bring in the ring individually as far as their energy, like I feel like you could put them in a best of 7 and nothing would be boring about it at all. Like every match, I feel like they could carve it to where it'd be unique and it would be captivating. I feel like one can go over the other at any given time. And I feel in this case, Kendall, and I feel like I said it back when we were doing our mixer with the boys over at the Main Event Wrestling Network. Shout out, fellas. I feel as though Kendall Gray had a lot more to gain in this situation because, like you said, Kendall Gray is the future of the brand, not only of the NXT brand, but of the WWE brand as a whole. Their women's division is at some point going to rest like the globe on Atlas's shoulders on Kendall Gray. And I think Lola's just got a lot more on her plate that she could be doing right now. I feel like her appearances in Ope-Eh, currently as one of the, campeones, I can't remember
mixed
what they call
champ.
it in Spanish.
Just
we'll go mixed tag champ. Yeah. And then, there's other stuff going on in Ope-Eh that potentially as well. But I mean, no matter what, with people who she might be affiliated with, but like, ultimately, she's someone who I could see them putting in like the Reina de Reinas picture to dethrone Flamer, who, as of this recording, I think is even closer to 1,000-day reign, if she's not already reached it. As a matter of fact, let me consult. Has Flamer reached 1,000 days? But she's definitely, gained a lot of popularity down there. She is a big. Oh, I'll be damned! Look at that. She surpassed it in April. Well, shit, I've been way behind. GBH, if you're watching this, I'm still good for Sábado Gigante later this month, so I'll be catching up. I promise. Yeah, man. Great win for Kendall. I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with Lola. It's going to be it's bright for both of them. So
I'm going to give the show a 7.5. Again, off the two women's matches just put it above what, like, I think what was a 6 show, but those 2 women's matches were just great.
Yeah, no, it was. I would rank it. I'd rank it probably like about like an 8. I give it a little bit more just because of the main. I was waiting on that for so long. I thought Zarya and Tatum definitely surpassed my expectations, and they were already pretty high for that match. Can't say the same about Miles and Tavion, but again, when you look at it, I think we'll look at it in hindsight and we'll see it was part of a much bigger picture. Great for their first, I think it was their first PLE on the CW. No?
I think so.
So, and running as counter programming to a strong PLP. It's not even a PLE, it's a pay-per-view. On another brand that we're going to talk about momentarily, I think they did pretty good.
Bang. Forbidden Door. We'll talk about the pre-show real quick. Drilla Maloney defeated Daniel Garcia. Really good match. It was quite fun.
Yes. Great match.
Micah
Love
defeated Sky Blue to qualify for the TBS Championship Survival with Fitness match. Glad Micah won because Micah rules.
Mm-hmm.
And Divine Dominion defeated Megan Bayne and Lena Cross, defeated Thunder Rosa and Olympia. Just about 10 minutes. That match fucking banged. I've never seen Olympia work. Made a fan immediately.
Dude, there's a lot of good shit going on in CMLL that people are talking about. I feel like that's one of those things we probably want to keep a little bit of an eye on too. But Olympia, what a fucking showing for her, man. She made an impression. I especially even a woman her stature, I couldn't envision her pressing Megan Bain the way she did, straight overhead. But I was like, man, she. They call her Olympia for a reason. I've learned this about her. But yeah, very excited to see what more she can do because I have a feeling this isn't the last we've seen of her by a long shot.
The Young Bucks defeated El Sky Team, Místico and Mascara Dorada, and Unbound Coach Shingo Takagi and Titan. Three-way tag match, 18 minutes. It was banger. Expected.
Part of me wishes they would have put the ROH titles up. You know I was gonna say it. Freshly won by El Sky Team, which is really a dream team as far as Lucha Libre goes.
Young Bucks don't need the ROH titles.
I know they've had the titles. I'm just saying.
They need nothing.
But El Sky Team.
Kenny Omega, okay. Let's talk about a real match that I want to talk about, not fucking
ROH. I triggered
Omega you. Zack Sabre Jr. Holy shit. Oh my God, was this match good. It was everything I wanted and more. I didn't watch Saquon and Dion because I was locked in for that match. And let me tell you, it did everything I wanted. There was technical stuff because Zack Sabre Jr. is really good at technical stuff. There was cool shit because Kenny Omega is good at cool shit. There was cool technical shit from both of them. Like, everything in this match that I wanted to happen happened, and then some. Like, one wing and angel attempt, and Zack rolls it through into a triangle choke. Like, only Zack Sabre Jr. could think of that. And then Kenny doesn't know how to win, and you know what he does? He takes a page from his best boyfriend, Kota Ibushi, and hits a goddamn Kamigoye. And then gets him up in the one-wing angel, and the finish was so good. He hits Kamigoye, gets him up for the one wing. Zack is just punching his head trying to get out. Bang. And you know what they say? Nobody kicks out of the one-winged angel, and nobody kicked out here because it's the fucking greatest finishing move of all time. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to glaze because it was that goddamn good.
Now, if you were the Melts, what would you have given that as far as your stars? I know we rank things at the end. 9.75 stars on the Meltzer scale.
5.
Oh, 5. See, the way you were talking about it, if I heard 9, I would have believed it. But
another match recently got rated that, and that was Mask versus Mask. Mask versus Mask deserved that off the spectacle and how good the match was. That deserves that just purely off the match.
I mean, if you're going to get that from any guy in just a match, or any pair of guys, rather, Kenny Omega, Zack Sabre Jr., like, you're not going to get anything less from either of those guys. And people are saying, too, Kenny's effectively, like, on his retirement tour, shall we say. Like, we know, it's like Seth said, man, like, we're closer to the end than we are to the beginning.
Kenny's got 2 years left, if I'm being realistic, unless
those will go by so fast.
Unless he does one last year in AEW, then maybe does a year in WWE, a year or two in WWE. I could see it. I don't think it'll
New
happen.
Japan.
It's possible, but yeah, man, this match fucking ruled. And you know how good this show is. It's not even my match of the night.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an AEW pay-per-view, so
there are 2 matches.
Somehow it's to be expected.
But like,
2 over a 5.75 or 8.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing on the Meltzer. If I were to rate it, I'd say it's probably a 5.2. Like, I do think it's that good, but like,
yes,
there's a women's match on this card, and then the main event, and both those are just. Anyway, Jon Moxley defeated Bandito by technical submission. There was blood in it. Bandito's.
Oh, really?
And we saw half of his face. And let me tell you, that Bandito is a handsome man.
Yeah, there's a reason why they wear masks, man. It's to keep some for the rest of us.
Under that mask, or
to keep some for the rest of us. If Andrade taught us one thing, there's a reason why they wear the masks, brother. To save the rest of our hides. But
yeah, this match ruled. Jon Moxley, like I said, in the Continental Division is nothing short of perfect. Like, in the World Title Division, of course, you get more of this death match style, and if you're Donnie, that sucks. But like, I don't think Donnie can say that this was not a good match. Like, it was a great match. Like, I'd put it in that 4.5 area if I was Meltzer.
Yeah, and Bandito keeps up with the fuckery too. Like there are depths to which Bandito can go that people I think underappreciate about him. And I said it. It's like he's still ROH champ.
Don't even.
He is. No. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. He still is.
AEW ignores it. The world.
That doesn't mean I have to. Fuck it, I don't have to ignore shit. Well, here, I'll say this about it.
I'm going to call Donnie right now. Be like, hey.
Go ahead. Put him on there. Put his face up on the screen, too.
Bandito was ROH champion. He'd probably go, no, because that title means nothing.
Uh-huh. That sounds like something Donnie would say, though. I can give you that. Well, you know what it is, though? I will say this. Jon Moxley's Continental title run has been very unprecedented. I would have said just throw that bitch in the trash.
It's been the best Continental Championship run out of all of them.
He gives it reason to exist. I will say this. That being said, it's going to be hard to surpass that, and maybe then we see the Continental title retired at some point after that. But
at that point, have the belt as the prize of the C2, and then run the C2 like the G1 and have the title shot at Revolution.
I'm still weirded out by the fact that you have belts as like trophies, like the Owen. It's the same thing. Like it's like they need to be defended. That's my first impulse. Like I'm looking at Kevin fucking Knight.
Look at the UFC. Those belts are trophies. You're not getting the same belt if you retain your belt. If you get the and still, it's a different belt. They're champions. They got trophy cases, and there's 12 belts in there. It's a different. Right. You have to the Continental Championship. If they run it like the Owen, then it's going to be a different belt every time, except for the women's Owen Championship. But I think they did that on purpose. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Shooter Shota Umino. I know he's not the shooter anymore, but he is to me. Defeated Pac. 18 minutes. What a match! Like I could say this for like the next every single match, the rest of the card.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. This match is. I stayed up the entire time, and I hated my life the next day. But at the end, when I woke up, I was like, "Man, what a show!" Like,
I mean,
I fucking love Shota Umino. I love Pac. Everything in this match is awesome. Brandon, what'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, Shota Umino is they're building him, I feel like, at some point to get his inevitable match with Mox.
They finally got Shota. It took them a little bit, but they got him.
Yep, and they were even talking about him too. Like when you look at guys like Yuya Uemura, and you talk about like even guys like Ren Narita and Yota Tsuji, and then like guys who are supposed to be the future. Shota was like basically for a bit there touted as like another one of the three musketeers, along with Yuya and Tsuji, right, or Yota, and I got distracted. I'm sorry. Tommaso Ciampa was trying to drill into Chris Jericho with a power drill. Tommaso
Ciampa day.
Yeah, in broad daylight too. The madman, the psycho. And there's a security guard who looks especially like Xavier Woods. Never mind, it's not him. No. This is where you show Shota out to an international audience. It's where you build with the global championship as kind of being like the international equivalent in New Japan, right? So like it's the belt that you take around the world and you defend. You don't wait till people come to you. You take it out and you're effectively the brand ambassador. And Shota's in a sweet spot, and especially with this, if they want to build a story with him in AEW to continue to up his stock, like the Death Riders are doing great. I think the Death Riders, as much shit as they rightfully got over the last like year or two, I think they're in a sweet spot now, and I think that you can definitely build Shota in the States off of the clout of some Death Riders. So great on Shota, man. Great match. Couldn't expect anything less from both guys. Pac is I will keep saying it too, Pac is needing a lot more flowers than he's getting. It's a wonder he hasn't won a world title or a major like main title since NXT.
And speaking of a great match, Tekla retained against Starlight Kid. And she was a menace to society. Starlight looked like a fucking world beater, but couldn't do it. Like, this match ruled. And then Tekla was a menace to society to Stardom's president, which was hilarious. And also to Starlight Kid after the match by ripping off her mask. And yeah, I don't think the audience really knew who Starlight Kid was, but then she got to work, and then roof was blowing off the place. And that's kind of how I was. Like, I knew who Starlight Kid was, but I've never seen her work. And now I'm like, yeah, I fucking get it. Yeah, this rule, Tekla rules. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Tekla's the best.
Well, and good on Tekla too. I'm sure she didn't do it on purpose, but it gives a lot more shine to Stardom in its current state when you have someone within their ranks who, as much as Tekla has been being built as AEW Women's Champion, you still have this ominous shadow in the background, kind of like Rollins to Reigns, right? Like, you've never really been able to get one over on them in spite of all the dirty tricks, in spite of all the shit you've tried. You just can't get the job done against that one person. And like you said, like, a lot of people are in the same boat where, like, they're maybe not like the biggest Joshi fans, but when you pay attention to things nowadays, Starlight Kid's name does stand out. And you look at what she is to Stardom as a whole, and you look at Tekla and like her history with her, and you're like, just based on these bits of lore alone, this is going to be something big. And then here comes Starlight Kid doing the damn thing, showing out. Tekla finally got her fucking win. And she is bound to take that momentum, I'm sure, into All In. I don't think her reign is in jeopardy at all before All In. I think she's done way too much in the AEW women's division. Honestly, it's still got a lot of shelf life to it, in my opinion. She could go past Mercedes Moné for all I care. She's fucking incredible.
No spoilers.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, well, it doesn't. Well, we can always say it's like one of those people. Like, they always. It could be Mercedes Moné. It could be Tony Storm. It could be Stat Daddy. It could be Britt Baker. Like, it doesn't matter who they want to throw at her.
When she's back. That's just me.
Yeah, that'd be solid. That's it's a nice little dichotomy too, right? Like, a solid face in Willow, and then Tekla, just everybody loves her, but she's a fucking heel. So,
Cope and Cage defeated the Dogs to retain the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Match is very good. I like the double spear spot, but the match itself was not really the story because the Switchblade is back.
So glad. So fucking hyped to see that.
Jay White has returned, and all is right in the world. And they're going into a feud with the Dogs, which is awesome because that's New Japan lore. When Jay White left New Japan, he was kicked out of the Bullet Club by David Finlay. Like, there's your story. There's your all-in match. Or
both them boys came up in the dojo together too.
If they want to do Jay White versus Jon Moxley, because there's a story there, that's fine too. I don't care. King Switch is back. Fuck everybody else. He's the best.
Yep. He's a catalyst to a lot of great shit to be coming through. Like, he's a very... I just hope he can stay healthy. I think there's a lot... He changes the picture of a lot of different tapestries, shall we say. Whether you want to talk about, he could do it in any title picture. The world title picture, he can do it good in the international title picture. He could fuck up things with Mox and the Continental. Like, it's the sky's the limit for Jay White. And it's crazy to think because, like, we've had so much focus over the last little bit on your Hangmans, your Ospreys, your Swerves, right? Like, guys who can easily rotate in the top spot. Now you're looking at, guys like Kenny Omega. Yeah, King Switch, you can just throw the fuck in there. Just add him to my soup. Just pop him up. And good on, oh, damn it. I wish I could remember the fella's name, but he's in the network. He's in the Main Event Wrestling Network. He was right on because he was following all the different tweets that Jay White would put out on every AEW pay-per-view. What did he say? It was just one word. It ready. It was ready.
Ready, and it was a question mark, and this time
question mark.
Period.
Yep. And he fucking called it. So, but I'm gonna have to shout him out after we get done with the up here because solid spot. Yeah, I'm very excited for King Switchy, baby. I am very excited for the fucking Bang Bang Gang. I'm excited to see how the Dogs respond because they're outnumbered. Because you're looking at 5-3 right now. I mean, if you want to throw Drilla in there, if he wants to, fall in line, that's 4. But Alex Coughlin ain't going unless they can bring Alex Coughlin out of fucking retirement, which I don't think so. It'd be great. I'd love if it was all the dogs back in the fucking house. I would love that shit.
All right. First of the triple main events. And honestly, in my opinion, I think this was match of the night. Mercedes Moné defeated Maya World by submission in the women's Owen final. Mercedes goes back-to-back. But this was the Maya World show.
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely,
this was a test to see if she could go with one of the best in the world at the highest stage in a position that she was not meant to be in. And she knocked it out of the park, ran out, caught it herself, and then got home. Mm-hmm. It was that damn good. I think that is the women's match of the year at this point.
And it goes to show all you need to take advantage of is one opportunity. One opportunity you're given. And look at the length of time it took for it to bear that kind of fruit. Now she's got she's got a lot in front of her now. I mean, hell, and I'm going to fucking say it because it's coming. Ready? She could be looking at the Ring of Honor Women's Championship here pretty soon. If she's not going to be considered right now, right here for the AEW Women's title picture, she's got a fucking rivalry and a lore, mind you, with Athena right there. And I think that's probably the best they could do with her right now because, let's be honest, the AEW Women's title picture is compact.
Or the Women's Casino Gauntlet, she just wins that.
She could. I wouldn't be mad at it at all. I think she's more than earned it.
I can't sing this match's praises enough. Like, it had me on the edge of my seat, and I thought Maya was going to shock the world.
Yeah,
and I would have been fine with it. Like
for sure,
they did everything right. And
yes.
I do think it was a bit too early to give her that win, so I'm glad they didn't. I think we got to get Mercedes on a true face turn because she's still a bit heelish in my eyes.
Oh, she's still a bitch.
She's got to turn face fully, but I think that's the right decision. And Mercedes versus Tekla is, I assume, the all-in match. It's the right choice. So,
did you catch any pieces of the post-match presser when she's sitting at the desk? Yeah, I hit the Three Amigos, and I felt like Eddie Guerrero was right there with me. I was like, can we fucking stop?
She's an Eddie fan. The reason she wrestles
big
is because of
Eddie.
You don't like Mercedes, and that's fine.
I don't like the Eddie Guerrero kick that she's always on. Like,
it's the reason she wrestles is because of Eddie. Like that, and that's a lot of people's reason to wrestle. So if she wants to do a 3,
and they won't shut the fuck up about it. Stop talking about Eddie. I love Eddie too, but like, damn it! Like every time I see someone hit a 3 Amigo, it's like, oh, here it comes. Here. Oh, they're gonna do this. Oh, Eddie. It's like, how many of these people actually watch Eddie?
People having fun. Like what?
I don't like people having fun.
You don't like Eddie Chance. You don't like but you like Austin Theory and ROH. You're too fucking niche, man.
Listen, I loved Eddie. Listen here, sir. I love me some Eddie Guerrero. But we do not need to keep beating that drum, man. Like Eddie Guerrero at this point is niche. He passed away in 2005. It was 2026. How many wrestling fans alive today saw a single match of Eddie when he was alive? Is what I'm saying.
You're being contrarian.
Like who passed? That's like it's literally not contrarian. I have my own opinion. It's okay. I'm just saying that it's like what be like an equivalent of like a wrestler like who we barely missed and they passed and it was unfortunate, but they wouldn't shut up about it like well into like the PG era even, let's say. Like to me it's like that kind of like, again, love Eddie Guerrero. He was a fantastic wrestler. He got, too late, but he got everything that he deserved in his wrestling career just about. And he got it's time. It's like the Eddie worship needs to stop. I'm all about giving homage, but it's like It's like a cult. Like a cult. I don't know.
You just don't like fun. That's okay.
I should have
Speaking of
saved that
fun,
for the hot take.
Team Briscoe. Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Konosuke Takeshita, Darby Allin defeated Team DC MJF, Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, Kazuchika Okada, and Andre El Idolo. It was originally built as a steel cage, but they showed it was a rounded cage. It was really big, and now is known as a Death's Door match, which they should use that like once a year, please. That match is great. I could have gone without Leo Rush. I understand the pop in there for that. Him being in the bag did make sense for Leo, I guess. But yeah, the match was really good. I enjoyed it. The finish was great. Kevin Knight getting exploded and going through the tables, and the bottom two tables not breaking looked a bit scary. But the finish with Andrade just not being able to work with MJF. And saying,
it was coming.
Don Callis, fuck MJF, taking Jake Doyle to Dick Kick City, and Briscoe cashed in his championship match today. He did lose.
He did.
But
it was a bloodbath.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the win. I thought MJF's team would have won, but I like the direction they went, and the match concept and match was just great. Like, they had a triple main event here, and so far 2 for 2.
Yeah, and I mean, the outcome of that could have gone about what you're like. I was kind of peeking at the Briscoe MJF match, and Mark had a very, very strong showing. I'll give kudos to Mark. I love what AEW, how they've been treating Mark, how they've been booking him. It's been super solid, and it's been more than I would have expected of Mark if he would have, I'm trying to say it without sounding insensitive, because I really am not trying to sound insensitive in this, but like Mark was always in Jay's shadow. Everybody, I think, knew that.
You're trying not to sound insensitive after what you just said about Eddie Guerrero?
It wasn't insensitive about Eddie Guerrero. I'm saying people just need to stop the worship. They just need to stop the worship. That's all it is. I'm not saying don't love Eddie Guerrero. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying we don't have to give him credit for every, like, and just especially someone like a Sasha or a fucking Mercedes Moné, who, like, yeah, I think a lot of people take inspiration from wrestlers, but like we don't have to call them out and like evoke.
I'm gonna give you some lore here that you may not know. When she first saw wrestling, the first wrestler she was infatuated with was Eddie Guerrero. The first ever live wrestling show that she went to was the November 14th, 2005 Raw. You know what happened on November 13th, 2005 that she did not know about? Eddie Guerrero died. So, like, you gotta...
So she kind of got cheated in a sense.
She was going to see her favorite wrestler live for the first time because it was a big joint show between Raw and SmackDown that week. That was the Survivor Series where it was brand supremacy for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
And she turned out to be going to an Eddie tribute show. So, like, if she wants to talk about how much that guy inspired her and how much she loves him as a wrestler and the reason she wrestles, I think that's totally fine.
I can understand it. That being said, it's for me. This is just for me. It's just like, okay, well, like, let's keep her moving. I again love Eddie. Don't undermine what his, how he may have influenced Mercedes Moné's career. It's just, is that my car? Sorry, I hear a car alarm. Dog, whistle, squirrel. I don't know, but I guess like back to Mark and Jay. Like, I'm just glad that Mark is doing well in AEW. I'm glad that he's pretty well stepping out of Jay's shadow at this juncture. And
Briscoes were not even going to be allowed on AEW TV. Remember that. And then Jay passed away. Tony Khan fought for it. He had that awesome match against Jay Lethal. Yeah. And it's just he hit the ground running from there and has been nothing but one of the best baby faces in the past 3 years for AEW. Like, he has multiple wins now over MJF. Not many people can say that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's really, really come into his own. And, you know, he's just very homespun. I think he gets it. I think he gets it one day. But yeah, I'm enjoying the ride with Mark Briscoe for sure.
Speaking about a ride, the men's Owen Hart Cup final. Will Ospreay defeated Swerve Strickland in 35 minutes. I don't think these two can have a bad match. I didn't expect them to have a bad match. I expected them to have a good match. And then they had this match.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know I said that, like, it's hard for me to say what was better. The women's Owen Hart Cup final or this match. And like, they're it's a 1A, 1B situation.
Yeah, you're right.
And Will having to just finally beat one of the guys he couldn't beat is one of the best stories. And it's because he didn't have that killer instinct. And him getting that from the Death Riders coming out and saying, come on, Will, do it. And then Will kind of looking, seeing Moxley and going, I know what I have to do. And he fucking pulled out the Tiger Driver. And nobody's going to kick out of that.
Nope, you got to hit it with Swerve, though. You got to give it to Swerve. Because he ain't going to stay the fuck down.
No, because Swerve can't be killed. He can be momentarily stopped for a little bit. And half the time it needs to be done with drugs from a syringe.
And cinder blocks.
Like, this match was just fucking great. Like, it was better than great. I think for the story that I think this is as close to perfect, if not it is perfect, that you can get. And it was the right winner at the right time. Everything in the match was awesome. And like that moment where Will hit the hidden blade and it just did nothing. Swerve comes back and it's a back fist from hell. Like, the fucking Tiger Driver, they both bled buckets. Like, Will hit a fucking Styles class. Like, the house call. Will kicked out of the big pressure, and he's only the second ever person to do that. Like, fucking great. Yeah,
they pulled out all the fucking stops. Someone pulled out a Death Riders logo on Will's tights now, too. I'm seeing this for the first time. I mean, he's always kind of been a proxy in the group, but like I never figured he was like directly affiliated. What is the anime equivalent of Will Ospreay and the Death Riders? I feel like, I swear to God, there's an anime arc dedicated to the hero who gets his ass whipped, and then he joins like the group of miscreants who like gave him shit in the first arc, and then and then built him to be better than what he was. It's not Naruto.
I know. Goku in the Universe 7 tournament arc in Super, having a team up with Frieza, Vegeta, or maybe it's Goku and Vegeta versus Cell and all them.
Perhaps, yeah. I'm just trying to think, because I was going to say maybe it's Bleach with like Ichigo and the Vizards, but I'm pretty sure that's not it either, because it's not like Ichigo ever had a problem with them. But yeah, it's great stuff. Looking forward.
I guess maybe this is a little more Digimon Adventure Season 2, but Will started out as a villain in AEW when he was with the Callis family. When Ken moved over to be part of the Digidestin and became friends with everybody. And like, then him and Davis's Digimon digivolved together. And then like, they beat everybody. I'd say that's similar, but like, I don't know. It would have to be a true hero going with the people that hurt them in the first place. So maybe it's Goku and Vegeta working together on Namek to defeat the bigger evil in Frieza. That makes sense?
Perhaps, but there's no like prime evil in the case of Will Ospreay, at least not yet. He has the goal of winning the AEW World Championship in London.
Okada.
But you think Okada's the prime evil in this?
I think Will has beaten him once.
Yeah. Switchy. Sorry, squirrel. Switchblade.
Rating 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's it. But Tony Khan said today they're moving the Revolution or Resolution. Is it Revolution or Resolution?
Redemption
pay-per-view. They're starting at 6 Central, 7 or Eastern.
Oh yeah.
They moved it back.
I mean, I'll still be a sleepy boy after it's all said and done. But
going to bed at 11 versus midnight on a Sunday is a lot different.
Yeah, it's a bit different. You get a little extra hour. It's like kind of like daylight savings time. But I'm so happy to see Switchback, man. Fucking Bang Bang Gang out in full force. Both gun boys. Yeah, this is good shit right here. This is good shit, pal.
So a rating for you?
Yeah, I'd give it a solid 9.5 as well. Like you can't argue with AEW success in the pay-per-view market. They over-deliver every time, and I'm almost kind of scared to see what they will or will not do for All In when that finally rolls around, because they're gonna do some. There's gonna be some insane.
At least that'll be a midday show for us.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay money for that too. I will pay all the money. Oh, dude, totally.
But that was 4 shows, 4 recaps. There are also 4 mixers before the show. If you have not seen them, go check them out on the Main Event Network.
Yes, sir.
And go subscribe to everybody over there if you haven't. You're going to see some more short form and long form content. I'm thinking of maybe I do a top 10 wrestlers or my personal top 10 wrestlers soon. Maybe GBH helps me out with that. If you would like to, I would appreciate it. Brandon, before I send us home, what do you got?
I got some dog shit karaoke that I do on my shorts. I mean, I gotta probably schedule them out.
It wasn't dog shit until you decided to do Austin Theory.
Oh, did you like my Brock Lesnar? Did you like my Ope-Eh?
I mean, both of them are very good. They're fun.
Oh, you thought so? Oh, until Austin Theory happened.
You go.
I still believe.
You got Brock Lesnar. You got Oba. You got Cody.
Listen, Austin Theory's had a horrible week. He's had a horrible week. Even Corey Graves said so. I still believe.
You literally did the roller coaster. Get higher, and then just straight 90-degree drop.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll do the Braun Breaker theme next week after what we suspect may happen.
I think you should go retro.
Oh, yeah? Oh, a little Demolition?
Brood.
I'd fuck some Demolition. You said Rude? Rick Rude?
Brood.
Oh, Brood. Oh, yeah. I fucks with the Brood. I could get down with the Brood. That'd be solid.
I got through generations. Maybe start New Generation and then go Golden Era, New Generation, Attitude, Ruthless, PG, Redemption. Kind of go do that as a sequence, and then once
I got to think about that.
Circle.
Once I get what?
Do it as a sequence of 5. Somebody from the Golden Era, New Generation, Attitude, Ruthless, PG / Redemption, and then go back to the front.
I'll run a monthly series on that. I could get behind that. Of course, I got to pay attention to what's relevant these days, which, Austin Theory.
That's your own fault.
He was relevant this week.
I will tell you that every single time.
I know.
Next week, Saturday night, is that Saturday night's main event, or is that?
It's the predictions next week. So yes, it will be next week, Saturday. It will be following the 4th. And no. It'll be the week following. Because next week, numero dos. It's our 2nd anniversary show, good buddy. We're going to have to figure Donnie. We're going to have to squeeze his ass in there for like a cameo or something. Give us a preview.
Most likely does not have time, but we can ask him.
I know, but damn it. Yes. Donnie can do this. It has to be. It must be. It must be.
He's getting married in 2 weeks, man. You are.
I know. But Yeah, well, just like, give us a little video. Just give us a little video. That's
Yeah,
all
I would
want.
ask him this week before you forget. But before I forget, don't make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. Subscribe, like, comment. We appreciate everybody here. And from me, Brandon, Donnie, and everybody at the Main Event Network, this has been your favorite podcast saying, thanks for stopping into the Ope Three-Way. Have a beer on us, and we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful night.